Attention! Stand at ease. Stand easy. Relax. Oh, you can sit. In my informative speech, I told you about the Canadian Army and what you should do to join. Now I'm going to tell you why the Canadian Army should be considered one of the best armies in the world. In my speech, I'll mention 3 points. Canadian Army should be considered the best in the world because of the following things. It's prepared for NBC war, nuclear, biological, chemical war. It's environmentally friendly, and it saves on natural resources and the resources of the country. So, moving right along to my first point. In the Army, every year we are preparing some food which we hermetically seal, and we save it in case there is going to be an NBC war. This food contains different items that you can usually buy anywhere else, and because we hermetically seal it, it can be kept for many years, for 10 or 20 years. Since Canadian Army does it every day, at one point they have too much of this, and they also want to start getting rid of it because it might be too old and somehow it might get bad. So they give it to the soldiers, and soldiers sometimes get look back, like in the field, when we're in the field, we're getting those packages, IMP packages, that we open and we see the expiry date, which goes back to 93 sometimes, or 92, and we eat this, and this is okay, but the only problem with this is we cannot go to the washroom for about 6 days. When we do go to the washroom, the washroom experience takes us about half an hour. And if you want to know why, ask me later, because I don't want to bring it into the classroom. This brings me to this. Also, Canadian Army is environmentally friendly. What I mean by that is we cannot throw garbage out anywhere. We cannot pollute the environment, and also we have portable washrooms in the field. We just cannot just go into the bushes. So we have those portable washrooms that are cleaned about once a week, and sometimes a regiment of 100 people using those washrooms for that week. And sometimes you will just come into the washroom, into the portable washroom, and there will be smell and flies flying all over, and it just wouldn't be nice. The worst experience was when Chinook, that's a big helicopter with 2 propellers, it flew over the position, and it flew over the only portable washroom in the area. And the washroom started rotating because the power is huge, right? And it was the first time Chinook came to Canadian Armed Forces. It was an American Chinook. So the washroom flipped a couple of times. I went in, I had to go to the washroom, and I looked at the walls, to the ceiling, and I just ran away to the nearest bushes, and I found my sergeant there. Okay, so this brings me to the next point. Canadian Army saves the natural resources. One of the resources that we have here is toilet paper. In case of nuclear, biological, chemical war, every soldier must be able to use one of those a day. And this is how you do it. Now, I don't know. If you don't really want to listen to this, you can turn around. That's the demonstration we got in the Army. You fold it once, twice, take this piece out, put it aside. Now you put it on your finger. Now your finger is contaminated because you cleaned everything. Now you take this, wipe it out. Wait. Then you take this piece. You know what this is for? This is to clean under your name. So today I told you about the Canadian Army, why it's the best army in the world, and I told you about how it's prepared for NBC war. I told you how environmentally friendly it is and how it saves the resources of the country. So, like I said in my informative speech, join the army and maybe you'll end up in the world of